press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Namaste children. Let's begin today's class. In today's class, we are going to study about the chapter garbage in and the garbage out. See, before getting started with the lesson, let me ask you a few questions. And these questions are related to the things what I have written on the board. See, you have seen the pencils, refills as well as the orange peel. See, I will ask you questions. What do you do when your pencil becomes too small to write? See, like that, if you have the pencil and it is very small, then what you do? Think it over and answer. See, you just throw it away in the surrounding, or sometimes we throw it in the dustbin. And like that, in the same way, when the ink of your pen or the refill is finished, what do? You just throw it away. Like that, the pencil, you throw it in the dustbin. In the same way, you will throw the refills in the dustbin. See, and buy it one new refill and put it in the pen. And like that, in the same way, when you eat an orange, what do? The peel. Peel is nothing but the outer covering of the orange is nothing but peel. See, what do? This peel, you put it in the dustbin or throw it in the dustbin, because this is no use for us, and so that we can throw it in the dustbin. And these those substance from this examples which help us to understand the concept about the waste. See, those materials or the substance which are no further use for us and can be thrown in the dustbin or thrown away are called as waste. See, waste is nothing but those materials waste is nothing but those materials which has no further use that are no further use and are thrown away are called as waste. See, waste is nothing but those materials that are no further use and are thrown away are called as waste. And these waste is come from the many places, like for example, home, see, sometimes in homes we throw away the unnecessary or the things which are no more used, we throw in the dustbin. And these waste, these substance comes under the heading waste. Homes, office, school, etc. See, the waste which comes from these places like home, office and the school, we get the waste. And this waste is nothing but those materials that are no further use and are thrown away are called as waste. Example for the waste which comes from these places like home, office and the school. See, this is all about the waste. And next we shall move on to the garbage. See, before start with the garbage, let us learn some key learning points here. See, in which first one is the segregating waste. Segregating is nothing but the separating the waste. Some of the waste which is biodegradable in nature and some are non-biodegradable in nature. See, biodegradable material or the substance are those which can be degraded. means microorganisms will attack on such a substance so that it will decompose to become a fertile one, fertile soil or the fertile one, and it is again it is beneficial for the growing plants, and such a substance are called as biodegradable waste. See, when the large amount of waste is thrown away, and this can be made into one large pit, and so that these waste can be dumped in that pit, and later the microorganisms which are present in the atmosphere, in the air, like soil also, it will comes in contact with these waste, and so that it will decompose the waste, and it will useful for us to make the fertile soil. And so here in this first key learning point, segregation of the waste. Segregation means plastic item, unwanted, not biodegradable substance, we have to separate out from the biodegradable one. So, that is biodegradable means useful one which can be decomposed by the bacteria. Biodegradable and non-biodegradable. See, biodegradable and the waste can be separated out in the form of a biodegradable one and the non-biodegradable one. See, biodegradable substance means the bacteria or the microorganisms will attack on such waste, and it will utilize and make it into fertile one, and such a waste are called as biodegradable substance or the waste. And see, in which first one is the separating the waste into biodegradable as well as the non-biodegradable one. See, non-biodegradable one means plastic, metal, like that we have to separate from the peel, orange peel, banana peel, like that it is biodegradable. When we put into the soil, after 2 or 3 days, the bacteria which is present in the soil will help to decompose such a peel or the household substance are called as biodegradable substance. And see, first one is the segregating the waste. Segregate is nothing but the separating the waste into useful and useful form. And methods to deal with the garbage. What are the different methods will be present? See, different methods will be present while deal with the garbage, and we will learn in detail about these methods. And next one is the learning biodegradable waste into the manure. How we will make use of the biodegradable waste into manure, which is very useful for growing plants, and which give us fruits, vegetables, like that. How the plants will be useful by using the biodegradable substance into the manure. It is the waste comes from the biodegradable one, can be converted into the manure by the microorganisms present in the soil. Next one is the plastic, and see the uses of the plastic and what are the drawbacks of the plastic we will learn. See, usually we use plastic in the number of ways and number of situations we use. While carrying the food items, we bring the plastic, and like that this is the usefulness of the or the benefits of the plastic. And also the drawbacks. See, if the plastic item, if any animals will eat the plastic, then it will die very soon, and it is one of the drawback. And also another drawback of the plastic is it will not decompose, means bacteria will not attack the plastic, and if we put into the soil, and after million years, then only it will degrade, and till then it is as it is present in the soil. So it is one of the drawback of the plastic. Next one is the recycling of the non-biodegradable waste, and so only peoples or the elders one suggests that while after drinking the water bottle, we have to throw it in a dustbin, and this waste will be recycling, that is the plastic will be recycled and later we will use the same plastic once again, and this is nothing but the recycling process of a non-biodegradable substance. In non-biodegradable substance, not only the plastic, some metals also comes. See, if we throw the metal like iron in the dustbin, they will make use of the iron metal, and once again it will create a new metal. And see, this is all about the key learning points. Once again I will tell you, in which first one is the segregation of the waste. Segregation is nothing but the separation of the waste, like plastic items, metal items we will separate from the household substance like orange peel, vegetables peel, like that we have to separate. In this lesson we will get to know about the separation of the waste. And next one is the methods to deal with the garbage. What are the different methods will be present in separating or dealing with the garbage, we will learn in this class. And next one is the learning the biodegradable waste. How the biodegradable waste useful for the plants, we will learn. If we put the biodegradable waste like orange peel into the soil, then the bacteria present in the soil will helps to decompose the biodegradable substance like orange peel, and later it will useful for the soil to absorb the nutrient present in the orange peel. And like that, next one is the plastic. Many uses of the plastic will be present, and also in the same way drawbacks also present in the plastic. And the recycling of the non-biodegradable waste, since it is not decomposed by the bacteria, so that such a non-biodegradable waste can be recycled. For example, plastic. See, if we throw the plastic in the dustbin, again it will go into the garbage, and like that they will use to separate out, and the plastic items will be separate in a separate container or the separate room, and again this plastic will be recycled, and like that we will use the plastic once again, and this is nothing but the recycling of the plastic. See, this is all about the key learning points. See, what is the meaning of waste means? Those materials which that are no further use and which are thrown away are called as waste. And many places which throw the waste like home, school, office, shop, etc. These are the places where the waste will be thrown. And we generate huge garbage in our daily life. See, we generate huge garbage in our day-to-day life, and also sometimes without bothering we throw away the garbage in the surrounding and some other public places. See, when we throw the garbage in the public places and in the surrounding, which may create the pollution. Pollution are of many types. For example, air pollution may it creates, water pollution may it creates, and the soil pollution. See, these pollution will cause as the man. And see, the garbage which is thrown in the public places or in the surrounding, which may create the pollution, and this pollution leads to the disorder in the environment and imbalance in the water cycle, and other the environment will be imbalanced for this reason. And see, garbage is nothing but the useless solid waste material useless solid materials. Garbage is nothing but the useless solid waste or the solid materials produced in our surrounding. Is called as garbage. Garbage is nothing but useless solid materials, solid waste materials produced in our surrounding or any places are called as garbage. We throw unnecessary things or the substance in the nature or in the surroundings. So we have to avoid the throwing of the waste in the surrounding. Instead of we throw in the dustbin. It is one of the usefulness of the waste. And garbage is nothing but useless solid waste materials produced in our surrounding is called as garbage. See, if garbage is not removed in our surrounding, it may create a huge diseases and multiple problems it may create, and sometimes in the severe case health hazard for us. See, garbage if not removed, it may create multiple problems or the multiple diseases it may create. And sometimes it leads to the health hazard for us. And this is the precautionary step we have to take against the garbage. See, if the garbage is not removed in the surrounding or in the public places, it may create some multiple problems, and sometimes disorder and diseases will attack to the person, and also the non-living organisms, living organisms like bacteria will attack on such a garbage, and it will create the disorder in the body of a living organisms like human beings, like birds, animals, like that different animals will cause us these problems and diseases as well as the disorders, and in severe cases it may create the health hazard for us, and sometimes animals will lost their lives because of such multiple problems which creates in the environment. And this is all about the garbage. See, garbage is nothing but those materials or the unuseful materials which are produced in the environment or in the surrounding are called as garbage. And see, we produce huge amount of garbage in the surrounding for day-to-day life activities. If these garbage is not removed in our surrounding, then it may create some multiple problems and diseases as well as the disorders it may creates, and in the severe case it may causes the health hazard for us and all living organisms. And this is all about the garbage. See, every day we throw tin can, plastic bottles, and also the packaging materials etc. as a garbage. Tin cans, plastic bottles, tin cans, plastic bottles and packaging materials as a garbage. See, every day we thrown away the tin cans, plastic bottles and the packaging materials in the dustbin, and thereby from the dustbin it will transfer to the another section. That is, it will transfer to the another one large pit, so that it will dump these waste into this pit, and later the soil will be dumped, and after 1 or 2 months it will decompose. The bacteria which is present in the soil will decompose the waste, and later it will become the fertile one, and like that the process will be continue. Next we shall move on to the different kinds of garbage. You might have appearance that you might have seen the appearance of certain materials will be changed. And these materials will be changed because the microorganisms present in the atmosphere, and also even the soil which will help the garbage or the materials will modify it into different look, and this is nothing but the appearance. See, appearance of certain materials will be changed because all organisms present in the air acted on the complex substance. Microorganisms See, microorganisms are those organisms which can't be seen through our naked eyes. It can be seen only under the microscope. And these microorganisms which acted on the complex substance. When the microorganisms acted on the complex substance, it will convert it into the simpler substance. So in this case, the microorganisms will very useful for us, because when the complex substance will present in the nature, then it will decompose and acted upon these complex substance to make into the simpler one, and which helpful for the soil to contains the minerals as well as the different types of nutrient which is required for growing the plants. These microorganisms will provide by acted on or by eating the complex substance like banana peel, orange peel, like that different types of vegetables. When we throw into the soil, the microorganisms will acted these substance and make it into the simpler substance, and so that it will provide the nutrient for the soil, and which helpful for the plants to grow well. And this is the usefulness of the microorganisms. And these microorganisms will helpful for the decomposition. Decomposition is nothing but the ಕೊಳ್ತು ಹೋಗೋದು. See, once again I will tell you the kinds of garbage. Usually might have seen that the materials changes in the appearance, and these changes only takes place when the microorganisms will acted on such things or the materials. And usually when the microorganisms acted on such a food items or for such a food stuff, then it will convert it into the complex substance into the simpler substance, and which may creates the manure, that is decomposition process will be occur. ಕೊಳ್ತು ಹೋಗೋದು. See, and the microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, virus, etc. These are the example for the microorganisms. Usually these microorganisms present in the air, water, soil and many other places it will freely present. And these microorganisms, when we throw the food items into the surrounding, it will comes and contact with these food items and acted on the complex substance to make it to the simpler substance. And usually the microorganisms helpful for the decomposition process, and thereby it will provides the nutrient and other minerals to the soil, which is helpful for the plants to grow. See, on the basis of ability to get decomposed of waste can be divided into two groups. On the basis of ability of the decomposition, ability to get decomposed, waste can be classified into two different types. Say, ability to get the decomposition, on the basis of the ability to get decomposed, the waste can be divided into two types. One is the biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste. See, as the name only indicates, bio means life here and degradable means cut down the waste. And usually the biodegradable waste means microorganisms can acted upon the complex substance to decompose into the simpler substance. Example is the vegetable peel. Example, vegetable peel. Vegetable peel means nothing but the vegetable, outer covering of the vegetable is nothing but the peel. Vegetable peel, tea leaves, and paper, bread, etc. These are the example of the biodegradable waste. See, biodegradable waste are those waste which are acted on the microorganisms, and when the microorganisms acted on such a waste like vegetable peel, tea leaves, paper, bread, etc., then it will decompose the complex substance like a vegetable peel and make it into the simpler substance, and this can be used for the growing of the plant. And such a substance or such a waste are called as biodegradable waste. In the biodegradable, microorganisms will act on the complex compound or the complex substance. See, microorganisms is nothing but the bacteria, fungi, etc. These are the example for the microorganisms, and these microorganisms when acted or when these organisms will eat up by the substance, and slowly it will cut down the vegetable peel and waste, household waste it will cut down, and later these will be eaten up, and later it will provide the nourishment for the soil, and from this nutrition or the nourishment which is required by the soil, so that the plants will grow easily. And this is how the biodegradable waste can be decomposed, whereas the non-biodegradable one are those waste which can't be, these microorganisms which can't be acted on the substance. Example is the plastic. See, plastic will not decompose. Decompose means nothing but the kaltu hogodu. These microorganisms will not acted on the plastic or the any kinds of metal, so that decomposition will not take place, and such a waste are called as non-biodegradable waste. Say non-biodegradable waste are those waste where the microorganisms will not acted on the substance, and so that it will not decompose, and it may create the health hazard. And for this purpose, usually elder says that the non-biodegradable waste like plastic, metals, and we can usually thrown in the dustbin, and from this dustbin throw into the another section. Karamchari, Safai Karamchari will carry those waste and transfer to the some pit, and thereby they will separate out or the segregate out, and these waste can be again recycled, like plastic will be recycled and metal also recycled. Usually the plastic bottles will symbolize that after using this bottle will throw into the dustbin, like that for helpful for the person while drinking the water. He will keep it in mind that after drinking the water it will throw into the dustbin. And like that there is a advertisement also seen in television also. We can number of see the non-biodegradable waste we can safe inside, we can keep in the dustbin only. And like that there are different kinds of garbage we will learn in today's class. See, in today's class we will learn about the garbage. The term garbage is nothing but useful, unuseful or the useless substance which throw in the surrounding is nothing but the garbage, and the waste is nothing but those materials which are no more use for us and thrown away, and such a substance are called as waste. And usually we throw many waste into the surrounding or any public places, and these waste it may create some many problems for us, like diseases it may occur, and disorders will be takes place in our body, and in severe case many health hazard for the human beings, animals, and even the even the birds also. And see, if we not remove the waste in our surrounding, it may create some pollution. See, water pollution, air pollution, and also the soil pollution it may create, which adversely affect for the human life. And see, the next one is the kinds of the garbage. Kinds of the garbage where we can see the two types of waste. First one is the biodegradable waste and another one non-biodegradable waste. Based on the ability to decompose, some of the bacteria will decompose the waste such as vegetable peel, tea leaves, and also bread, etc. The foodstuff will decompose by the bacteria or the microorganism, and such a type of waste are called as biodegradable waste. Next one is the non-biodegradable waste. As the name only indicates that non-biodegradable, where the microorganisms will not acted upon the such a foodstuff, such a substance like plastic. Even if we buried the plastic into the soil, for long, it takes a million or billion years to decompose. And see, plastic and metals are the example for the non-biodegradable substance, since the microorganisms will not decompose. And if it decompose means it takes a long billions of years to decompose. And such a substance are called as non-biodegradable waste. Such a waste are called as non-biodegradable waste, since the microorganisms will not acted upon such a substance. And here the decomposition will be takes a long time compared to these waste like vegetable peel, tea leaves, paper. Even the paper also decompose in the soil, and bread. All the food stuff which we eat are decomposed in the nature, and those materials which are prepared by the human will not decompose, and that is such a waste are called as non-biodegradable waste. Example is the plastic bottles and metal items, and these are the example for the non-biodegradable waste. And in the next class we will learn some more concept about this chapter. So this is all about the today's class. Let's I wind up the class. In next class we will learn some more other concept. Thank you.